The notable absence of U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio from the group of 20 foreign ministers talks, as well as Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, has raised questions whether that paves the way for Donald Trump's withdrawal from the G20 altogether. And some analysts say that the U.S. stepping back could be to one country's advantage, and that's China. Now, when Beijing confirmed its Foreign Minister Wang Yi would attend, it made its stance clear, saying that China stood ready to work with all parties to send a strong message of supporting multilateralism, strengthening solidarity and cooperation, and jointly responding to global challenges. With China championing cooperation and multilateralism, analysts say it wants to make it clear that it stands in contrast to the Trump administration's America First agenda. Analysts also say that Trump's position also presents a chance for China and its allies who make up the BRICS grouping that includes Brazil, Russia, India and South Africa to ramp up the case for multilateralism. Indian officials were reportedly watching to see if the US further distances itself from the G20, saying that weakening the G20 would boost the importance of organizations such as the BRICS group, working in favor of Russia and China. Now, Wang Yi this week appeared to single out the United States, saying that no country can go it alone and calling for a stronger United Nations. This was after a meeting of the UN Security Council that China convened to discuss multilateralism. And Wang Yi's fresh off a trip to Europe where he tried to position China as a counterweight to the Trump administration, telling the Munich Security Conference that China will be a factor of certainty in a multipolar world that is becoming a reality. Analysts say that Rubio and Bessent's no-show is also an opportunity for China to expand its influence within the G20 group. And South Africa, too, has said it wants the voice of the global South to be bigger, with challenges like climate finance, debt, critical minerals, and alleviating poverty facing the global South. Analysts say this could be an opportunity for China to step in to offer solutions. And of course, this comes amid China's growing economic influence on the continent. Two-way trade between South Africa and China reached $52.5 billion last year, accounting for more than double the amount of South Africa-US trade. Laura Westbrook for SABC News, Hong Kong.